it seems like oil markets had been taking Maduro's capture in their stride, but really were fluctuating this morning.
So today's Brent price movement is testament to how the market is reacting to the latest Maduro's capture. It fluctuated because initially people thought that there were short-term supply risks, but as the market began to digest the pre-existing fundamentals in the oil market, which is the fact that this year global oil markets are slated to a record oversupply, still far outweighs the short-term risks that traders are expecting coming out from this. Moreover, there are a lot of uncertainty clouding this outlook of Venezuela's production and how fast it's going to return to the market. Although Venezuela is one of the OPEC producers, its output has been drastically falling in recent years, ever since the US has sanctioned it and put embargoes and tariffs on it, affecting its ability to grow economically. So there is a bit of optimism from market players as well as analysts in terms of seeing Venezuelan production return back to the market, which could also weigh on today's prices as well.
And of course, OPEC Plus sticking to that supply pause over the weekend because of that global glut that you point out, Rong. Look, Trump wants US companies to invest billions of dollars into Venezuelan oil, but how long realistically would it take that industry to recover?
So, Liz, rightfully you mentioned that Venezuela is sitting on the world's largest proven oil reserves. So there's a lot of excitement, and of course President Trump's calls for US companies to return investments into the country. There's a bit of optimism in the air on increasing production from Venezuela. But let's not forget that exploration and production in the oil business remains something risky, and it's not that easy to bring in infrastructure to allow normal oil production to resume. Venezuela, as an oil-producing nation, has taken years of damage and the lack of growth, and it's going to be a huge undertaking to catch up on all these. So industry estimates point to the fact that a successful drilling, so from the point where a company is looking to seek oil to the point where it extracts its first barrel, could take anytime between a year to two. And more often than not, it's fraught with risks. There are a lot of cases where such production ventures don't actually work out. So although we are seeing a lot of optimism in the air with US companies looking to bring funds into Venezuela, let's not forget that it's going to take a long time before we can see some of the results actually show itself and manifest itself in the physical market.